What's up, it's your boy, I Know Mercy, the Mad Hatter here again, talking about something that, honestly, I'm a little surprised I haven't talked about before now, because I am a huge fucking Power Rangers fan. Well, okay, I was a huge Power Rangers fan. Back when I was a kid, when it was starting up, I was a huge fan of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I had a fucking Power Rangers birthday party when I was 4. I had all the toys. I went to see the movie, both movies, even though they were both kind of bad. Like, the first one was at least watchable, the second one was legitimately bad. Um, I actually stuck with with the series a lot longer than most people did. I stopped watching after Mystic Force, and that's mostly because it moved to a channel it moved to a channel I couldn't watch anymore. I think, or something. I don't know. I just stopped watching after Mystic Force. I think I did. Like, even with Mystic Force, I was sort of not watching all the time. Like, I caught it when I could. Um, it's not like when I was a kid and I got up at at fucking 6 o'clock in the morning just to make sure that I saw Power Rangers in the morning, and so, and of course there is the new Power Rangers movie coming out next year, maybe. I don't know. I think it is next year, and we've already gotten a screen cap of Rita Repulsa, and okay, Jeremy Johns was talking about this. Well, okay, I'll come back to that later. Okay, and just recently we got a new production photo of the new Power Rangers costumes, the actual Power Rangers they're going to be having, and of course we had who the actual Rangers are going to be. I didn't recognize any of them. I have no idea who these people are. Like, I'd imagine, I'm pretty sure that none of them are like new. Like, this is the first thing they're ever doing. It's probably the first movie they're doing. And some of them may be just completely new. Like, this is the first thing they're ever doing. But I think some of them are like from stuff, from TV shows, and like maybe a couple of them are from movies. But I have no idea who these people are. But you know what? It's fine. I I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little disappointed that they didn't have the Black Ranger be the black. They didn't have a black guy playing a Black Ranger, and a Asian girl playing the Yellow Ranger again, just to fuck with people. But like, I get why they changed it, because like, it was unintentionally racist, but it was still kind of racist. So, like, I get why they changed it. Now the Blue Ranger is a black kid, and the Black Ranger is an Asian guy, and Yellow Ranger. Yeah, I think the Yellow Ranger is a Latina girl. So Red Ranger and Pink Ranger are both still white, but whatever. Um, I actually saw a fan made Power Rangers movie, not the fan made Power Rangers movie, which I could talk about, but I really don't want to. It was a thing. For the record, I don't think that was actually a fan made film. In that an actual fan made it. I actually got this from Linkara when he was doing his history of Power Rangers videos, and even though I haven't checked the source, I would actually, just from how it was made, I completely believe it. The dude that made it wasn't actually a fan of Power Rangers. It was made to show what um to sort of make fun of all the reboots that have been happening recently with like Transformers and Fantastic Four and stuff like that. Taking ordinarily really bright, colorful, happy children's properties and making them really dark and gritty and shit like that. And I the film was well produced, it was well shot, it was well edited, but it was way too. But, like, I can see the point. Like, coming at it from that, I believe it. I believe that. That was the actual intention behind that film. So I can't really call it a fan film. It's just a low budget Power Rangers short film. So all right, and talked about that. Now I can't remember what I can't remember the train of thought I had before. Fuck. Right. Another an actual fan made film this time had the black guy playing Jason, and I go. I'm also a little disappointed that they didn't go with that route, but I don't know. Fuck it. And like the kids, I haven't like I said, I don't recognize any of the kids, so I don't know if any of them can act or not. Like I know that there was a big thing a while ago that of who was playing the Yellow Ranger, and I think she is from something. I don't know, so I guess like if anything, the Yellow Ranger might be a good choice. I don't fucking know, but on to the suits themselves. I like them. Like, yeah, I like them. They look okay. You know, like they're not cheap fucking spandex, which makes sense because why would you make that in a big budget movie? You know, so I mean, even in the first Power Rangers movie in the '90s, they actually did go to certain lengths to make the suits look like something superhuman fighting force, as the movie called them, would actually fucking wear. Like the suits were actually armor. It wasn't particularly good looking armor, but like, it was armor at least. You know, like today it's really bad looking armor. It's like production wise today it doesn't hold up. Actually, production wise today the movie itself doesn't hold up at all. But like it's still a watchable movie, especially if you were a fan of the original TV show. And I'm gonna say 7 when the first Power Rangers movie came out. So like I sat down and didn't get up. Like I was glued to the fucking screen, and like now looking back on it, yeah, it wasn't like the best movie ever, but I was a kid, so I didn't really care. It was Power Rangers in a movie theater. It was awesome. That's what was important, and I think that's what's gonna be. I'm hoping they're not just gonna be banking on that at all, because I really do want this movie to be good, and like the suits, I can get behind the decision for the suits. You know, like a lot of people have been saying that they're like Iron Man suits, and yeah, because why the fuck not? Like, say, why the fuck not? You know, like Marvel's really big right now. Why not? Why not have the Power Ranger suits look like Iron Man suits? I mean, yeah, you have the glowing triangle thing on their chest, and that's a little distracting, but like maybe, I don't know, like maybe the chest thing holds the crest, you know, the dinosaur crest that was on the original. Well, actually, the dinosaur crest wasn't actually on the original suits. They were actually on the toys for the original suits, which whatever. Like maybe that's what that thing is. Like you look into it and it has a holographic or some shit of whatever Ranger's dinosaur spirit or whatever is in there. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I think a lot of people have been saying that that the suits are also really reminiscent of the Guyver. And yeah, like if they came out and like if the costume designer or whoever the fuck just comes out and said, I took a lot of inspiration from the Guyver when making the Power Ranger suits, I would not be surprised, because I mean, Guyver, it's a fairly popular anime Japanese series. Like, we even had an American Guyver movie in the fucking 80s, and which was, I mean, it wasn't terrible. You know, it wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. It had Jimmy Walker in it. That was kind of fun. like if you're going to rip off something, Iron Man and the Guyver seems like a good match. So it seems like a good pick for Power Ranger suits. I don't fucking know. And like and a bunch and of course people are complaining because the two girls suits have heels and they have pronounced breasts because that's just the age we live in now. No one should care. No, no one should care. That's like okay. People are complaining about the practicality of the two girls having heels on their suits and having pronounced breastplates. You're arguing practicality in a Power Rangers movie. Shut the fuck up. That is all I will say about this. And like, I've heard a couple people complaining about the helmets, and yeah, I can kind of see that the helmets look weird. Like I don't know what it is. It's just like I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt. You know, this is just a still for promotional reasons. Just saying, hey, this is what the suits are gonna look like. You know, like I don't think this is gonna be the final thing. And obviously this is gonna be a really CG heavy movie, because like you can get like if you actually look at the older Power Rangers movie, if you actually look at the older Power Ranger shows, and even some of the Power Ranger shows now, they were cheesy as fuck, and they had the affordance to be. They were for kids. You know, they were fairly low budget. They were they were just toy vehicles for kids. You can get away with some cheesy. Like all the monsters look really. They rarely looked genuinely menacing. They usually looked really goofy or something like that, and like, and you can get away with like the main focus was on the practical fight scenes, and that was great. And I actually hope that they really focus on that too, because and of course the backstory for like three or four three of the three of the original Rangers is that they were actual like trained martial artists, and Kimberly was a gymnast and Billy was learning to fight. Like three of the four Rangers were generally athletic and could actually fight if pushed in that situation, and the powers were just sort of enhancing things. So like I actually want that I want that to be actually part of this movie where Zach, Trini, Jason are actual martial artists. Kimberly is a gymnast and she can hold her own, and Billy is the smart one who just kind of has to fumble his way through fights until he morphs. And I really want there to be an actual, real, serious focus on practical stunt fighting, because like we get CGI explosion fests all the time. It's good to have like real practical fighting, and just like the Iron Man suits are, like occasionally you will actually see Robert Downey Jr. in a real practical Iron Man suit, just like walking around and stuff. I want that to actually happen. Like I want, like, from the way the suits look, it looks like you would be able to fight in them. So like I want them to actually be able to, like, actual scenes where there are actors in these suits fighting putties or something. There better be fucking putties in this movie. Like, there better be some like, I don't care what they look like. There had better be some fucking putties in this movie. And Goldar. Finster 2. Bring Finster in this. The other two, you don't need them. I forgot their names. I remember the blue monkey thing is Babu. I don't remember what the other one's called. But they're useless. You don't need them. But Finster, Goldar, and Putties. You need put fucking Putties in this movie. That was the thing, right? And yeah, that's yeah. And Rita. I'm still not sure what to think about Rita. Like, it's been a few weeks. I posted it on my Tumblr. Not sure what to think about Rita. Still not sure what to think about Rita. Like I get them not making the character look exactly like she did in the original show, because no, I get it, you know, it's a reboot, you gotta change shit, you know, they really changed the Power Rangers, you know, like I said, I like those costumes. The kids actually playing the Power Rangers, they look alright. The actress, her name escapes me. Can't think of the name right now, but, you know, she looks fine. I can buy her being an evil witch, you know. I'm just... Jeremy Johns described it as Poison Ivy from the Schumacher Batman and Robin movie, and Witchblade somehow had a child, and this is what came out. That is quite possibly the most accurate description of Rita Repulsa's design I can ever give. It looks like the love child of Poison Ivy and the Witchblade. And I don't know. Like, there are a number of ways you could have gone with redesigning Rita. Just any number of ways you could have gone with it. You could have gone with a more traditional witch-like design. You could have gone with something completely different, something completely alien, almost completely unrecognizable as human. And they went with this. I don't know. I don't know. Wait for the trailer. Like, all of this, everything I'm talking about right now, really just boils down to wait for the trailer. That's... yeah. That's all I got to say. And there had better be Putties in this movie. I cannot press upon this matter anymore. There had better be fucking Putties in this movie. Like, even if they aren't called Putties, there had better be fucking Putties in this movie. Alright, so... alright, I'm at no mercy. I'll see y'all later.